Close your eyes for a moment and just listen. You don't need a screen to feel this message. You don't need visuals to remind you of your own strength. All you need are these words and the part of you that still believes in more. There were days when you thought you wouldn't make it this far, days when doubts were louder than dreams, when the weight of everything felt like too much to carry, and yet you're here, not by accident, not by luck, but because you kept going, even when no one was watching. Even when no one was cheering, even when the noise in your own mind tried to convince you to stop. You don't give yourself enough credit. You see your imperfections, your delays, your mistakes, but you forget your resilience. You forget how many times you started again, how many times you stood up after falling, how many times you kept walking with shaking legs and a tired heart. You are not behind. You are not failing. You are becoming. Life is not a race against someone else. It is not a straight road. It twists, it slows down, it tests you, and sometimes it stops you just to see if you still want what you're reaching for. And you do. Maybe you're scared, maybe you're tired, but somewhere inside there is still a fire, small or quiet maybe, but it's there. And as long as it's burning, you are not done. Do not wait for perfect conditions. Do not wait to feel ready. The world has never been moved by the ones who waited. Start with what you have. Start with who you are. Confidence is not born from certainty. It grows from action. Every step you take tells your fear it has no power here. There will always be challenges. There will always be people who don't understand you, seasons that feel heavy, and moments that make you question everything. But there will also be breakthroughs you cannot yet see, opportunities waiting for your courage, and victories that only exist because you chose not to quit. You don't need the whole plan. You just need the next step. One message answered, one task finished, one habit started, one promise kept, not to others but to yourself. Listen carefully. You are worthy of the life you dream about, not someday, not when you change, not when you deserve it more now. You are allowed to grow, allowed to try, allowed to outgrow old versions of yourself, and you are allowed to chase more without apology. This moment is not the end of anything. It is the beginning of your next rise. Take a breath, lift your head, and remember who you are. You have survived every hard day so far. There is proof of your strength in your past and potential for greatness in your future. You don't have to be loud. You don't have to be fast. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to keep moving. You might not see progress every day, but progress is not always loud. Sometimes it looks like choosing not to give up. Sometimes it's getting out of bed when your mind tells you to stay down. Sometimes it's doing one small thing that your future self will thank you for. There will be voices, outside and inside, that say you're not enough, not ready, not capable. But remember this, the voice that says you can't is not a prophecy. It's a habit, and like any habit, it can be changed. You were not meant to live your whole life in fear of failure. You were not made just to survive. There is more written for you than exhaustion and doubt. Even if you cannot see the path, even if the mountain looks too high, Keep your eyes on the step, not the summit. Greatness rarely arrives in a sprint. It's built slowly, through consistency, through patience, through quiet determination. And don't forget, you are not alone. Somewhere, someone is fighting a battle that looks like yours. Someone is waking up with questions in their chest and hope in their hands. Someone is choosing, just like you, to try again today. You are part of something bigger than your fears. Be proud of the small victories. They matter. The world may not clap for you when you choose discipline over distraction or courage over comfort, but your future self will. The life you want is built in these unseen moments. And yes, setbacks will come. There will be days when your energy is low, when your plans fall apart, when nothing seems to move forward. Those days do not erase your progress. Rest if you need to, breathe if you must, but don't throw away your purpose because of a temporary storm. You are still in the story. You are still writing the chapters that will one day inspire someone else to keep going. So listen closely. Do not wait for motivation to save you. Become your own reason. Become the proof that persistence matters. Become the voice that tells your doubt to step aside. Because somewhere ahead of you is a moment that makes everything worth it. A moment where the weight finally lifts, where the result finally comes, where you finally look back and realize every hard day built this victory. Keep going, not because it's easy and you will,